Hi boys and girls, this is Mrs. Dearani, and today I am going to show you how to fill out this sheet, Sum It Up. So, you are going to choose a nonfiction book of your choice, and you're going to answer as many questions as you can to get a better and deeper understanding of the text that you've read. So, I always like to look at the questions before I begin reading. Who or what is the text all about? Where do the events in this text take place? When do they occur? Why are the subjects important? How do the events in this text occur? So I'm going to use a nonfiction text called Animals That Help. Now, I always like to do a little picture walk first. Okay, so I see lots of animals. They look like they're helping others, people that are maybe not feeling well. Looking at the captions, therapy animals. Okay, so I did a little picture walk, looking at the captions, the pictures to see what this is about. Now I'm going to read. Animals That Help. This is by Polly Roberts. If you have a pet, you know that animals can make people happy. You probably love your pet. If you care for your pet and treat it well, it will always be your friend. Some pets are trained to help people who are sick, lonely, or unhappy. They are called therapy animals or visiting animals. These animals are taken to nursing homes, hospitals, and schools. They are trained to be gentle and to let strangers touch and even hug them. They can be a comfort to people who are lonely or in pain. And then I have a caption here, another nonfiction text feature. Dogs are used more than any other animal for therapy and visiting. See another caption up here. A therapy animal wears a special vest or scarf to show that it is working when it visits a hospital or nursing home. When you are sad, do you ever talk to your pet about it? Some people are too sad to talk to other people. They can talk to a therapy animal about something that has happened to them. Sometimes people have to leave a pet they love at home while they are in the hospital. The visiting animals help these people remember their own pets and feel better. Cuddly rabbits, purring cats, and talking parrots have been used as therapy animals. Even horses and pot-bellied pigs have helped people forget their troubles, sickness, or pain. Friendly, loving animals provide great comfort and joy to many people who are sick, lonely, or sad. Look out for them at nursing homes, hospitals, and schools. They are working hard to help humans. You cannot take your own pet to a hospital as a therapy animal unless it has special training. It must also have a health checkup. Okay. So I'm going to go to our sheet, and I'm using DocHub here to fill out my sheet here. Who or what is the text about? Well, now remember, when you're using your book, whatever book or text you decide to use at home, it's always such a good idea to look back. You're not expected to memorize everything you just read, right? You can look back. So, who or what is the text about? Now remember, I want to use complete sentences. So I'm going to say, the text is about, do you remember? I remember. About therapy animals. They also called them visiting animals. Okay? I put part of the question in my answer. I put a period at the end. Where do the events in this text take place? Ooh, well, I remember reading about this. I'm going to look back because I think I remember on this very first page, Animals That Help, they talked about right here. These animals are taken to nursing homes, hospitals, and schools. See that right there? So we're going to write that. So where do the events take place? Putting part of the question in my answer. The events take place in, we said, nursing homes, hospitals, and schools, period. Good. Next question we're going to answer is, when do they occur? Okay, so we might have to rephrase that question a little bit. So think, when do these animals help people? Do you remember when they help people? Right? Some pets are trained to help people who are sick, lonely, unhappy. Okay, right? Animals can make people happy. They're trained to be gentle and to let strangers touch and even hug them. They can be a comfort to people who are lonely or in pain, right? So there's lots of details there that they give us. So we have to, like the title of this article here, we have to sum it up. So when do they occur? So we're looking at our question here. So when do the animals help? The animals can help people anytime they are not feeling well. Next question. Why are the subjects important? Meaning, why are these animals, why are they so important? So it's kind of similar to what we just answered. The animals are important. Why? What do they do? They can be a comfort to people who are lonely or in pain. See that right there? We're going to write something similar to that. The animals are important because they comfort, right? That means they make them feel better. They comfort people who are sick, lonely, or in pain. Okay, number 5, our last question. How do the events in this text occur? So again, some of these questions you might have to kind of rephrase a little bit. Depending on what nonfiction text you're reading, you have to kind of put it in terms of that book or that Raz Kids article or that text that you're reading. So I'm taking this question as like, how are these animals, like almost like how are they trained? How do they know that, to how to help a sick person, how to help somebody that's lonely or in pain, right? They need special training. So in order for these events to occur, the animals have to be trained. They don't just know what to do. So that's kind of what we're looking for this one. But again, remember, it's your article, it's your nonfiction text that you're reading. So you can kind of answer it any way that you would like. Okay? So the animals are trained to be gentle and to meet strangers, touch, and even hug them. I remember reading that part. Okay, so there you have it. So I used DocHub. So now all of my 5 questions are complete. I've restated the questions. I've started with capital letters. I've ended with punctuation. And remember, you can look back at your book or whatever you choose to read as many times as you want to help you answer these questions. I hope this was helpful, boys and girls. Have fun reading your nonfiction book today and summing it up.